I'll be crying. I'll be crying. I don't think you get it. I'll be bawling.
Okay.
Demon just got out of the camp. I get my bro in that van. Love is just not in my plans. Studio right in my yard. I'm doing 10 in a week. Something. Long as it kissing my teeth.
Gang, well gone, dude. That's how we started these days.
Zerski.
Minor. You already know what to do with the Patreon.
Yes, sir.
It's moving and shaking. If you're not on the party boat, then you're bored. If you experience FOMO in everyday life, you should be experiencing it in Triumphs now.
True.
Boatloads, to be ironic.
True.
So yeah, £3 a day. £3 a day.
A month.
£3 a month, 10p a day. Run me my p.
Usual
you know the drills.
Yeah,
guys, if you like the video, comment on the video, subscribe, and obviously audio listeners, if you like the cool mellow tones of the vocals that you're hearing, leave a nice review. Subscribe, get those notifications up, and yeah, man, without further ado.
Fun fact of the day, guys. Did you know that Will Smith first met Jada Pinkett on set of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? She auditioned to be one of Will Smith's girlfriends. But
She didn't make the cut?
She didn't make the cut. Nia Long got it.
Gang.
Nia Long got it.
Right choice. Yeah. For starters, right choice.
Nia Long got it. And I think at this point, he was already married to Cherie. I think her name is Cherie Sampico. Something like his
first wife.
His first wife.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he had Trey or not at the time. Trey Smith, his first son.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun fact.
Mad.
They first met on the set of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Do you remember the episode of Fresh Prince? That's actually crazy. And how did it pattern from there?
I don't know the ins and outs after that.
Cool.
But that was just
but yeah, do you remember the I'm assuming you've watched all the Fresh Prince,
Of course.
Yeah? Gang. Do you remember two things? Firstly, do you remember the episode where there was that bunny boiler yacht? I think she was old. No, she wasn't older. She was Lisa's friend. And she came through to the party and she was down to smash him. And she tried to move to him. She asked, no, she wasn't Nia Long's friend. He bumped into her in like the cafe or something.
Okay.
And she's the one. She got strong jaw.
Okay.
She was a popular actress back then.
White girl or black girl?
Mixed race thing, or like light skinned black girl.
Okay.
Strong jaw, and she. I think they were having like a party. He moved to her, or she moved to him.
Okay.
And then she was down.
This is whilst he was with Nia.
This is whilst he was with Nia or Lisa, whatever you want to say. I think this is what happened. I can't remember all the details. He worked at the spot, right? The uni spot.
Yes.
He worked there.
Yeah.
She must have moved to him. She was down. He was scared, but he was down also.
Has she got curly hair? Long curly hair? Or not? Because I can't remember this woman.
She's not curly. Nah, she didn't have curly, but body's tight.
Okay.
Body's tight.
Okay.
Tight.
Okay.
And then she was moving to him. And then Lisa walks in and he's like, "This is Lisa." Bear hugging up on Lisa. "This is Lisa. This is my Lisa. This is I'm in a relationship kind of thing." Yeah. And she's like, "Cool, all right." Then he's having a party, or Lisa's having a party at the yard, and then she comes through, and she's trying it with my man.
It rings
trying
a
it
bell.
with my man, and then Lisa has no idea.
Yeah, she's unaware.
And then she's like, "Oh, Will, do you mind driving me home?" And Lisa's like, "Yeah, drive her home." And he's like, "No, I'm not driving her home." Well, obviously he can't say why. And she's like, "Don't be a dickhead, just drive her home. Like, don't be horrible." And she's like, "Yeah, well, drive me home." So he drives her home. She traces it in the apartment.
She said she got a strong jawline, innit?
Yeah.
I know exactly. The face is in my head. She was a well-known actress back in those.
Yeah,
I know exactly who you're talking about.
yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
And moves to man on the sofa or something.
Yeah.
And he has to like dash her.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he dashes her.
I remember. Oh, what else has she been in? I know exactly who you're talking about.
She's been in a few things, but I have no idea what.
I feel like she's been in like Boomerang.
I was going to say an Eddie Murphy gig.
She's probably been.
I was going to say an Eddie Murphy
she's been
gig.
in Boomerang.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Now that I've gotten the face in my head, I remember the.
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. Oh, fam, that one. I was thinking, you got strong morals, fam. She was down.
It's hard out here.
Literally had to pick her up and throw her. Fam. And that one always for some reason sticks in my head. The other one that was stuck in my head. Do you remember the one where man's dad bails on him? where his dad comes back into the
Yes,
picture.
yes,
they go
yes,
Disneyland,
yes,
everything.
yes.
And then he's
Oh my
supposed
God.
to go away with him.
Yeah.
And Uncle Phil's against the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then Uncle Phil tries to stop him
Yeah.
going. And then man's like, you are not my father. Fam, that scene, I get tingles every time I see it.
Right, it's tough.
Fam?
It's tough. And did you know that? I don't know. Most people know. It's another fun fact as well. Because he actually had real life father issues in his actual personal life. When he was crying on that scene, he wasn't meant to cry.
Really?
He wasn't meant to cry. Because remember when Will hugged what's his name?
Uncle Phil?
Uncle Phil. So I can't remember. I've got it down. Will hugged Uncle Phil at the end of that scene, and that's where it ended. He was crying in that scene. He wasn't meant to cry. It wasn't part of the script. But it's because he
just had it.
He had that there. It was part of him. Oh. It was part of him. Yeah, I remember the dad as well. I remember what the dad looked like. Yeah, it was tough. You are not my father.
You are not my father. Fam? I was thinking on I was like, obviously me and my dad are cool, but I feel it, fam.
Yeah,
I feel it.
That was
man said, why don't he want me, man? Man said, why don't he want me? Uncle Phil was just like, come here, please.
It was tough.
What an emotional scene.
It was an emotional scene.
What's an emotional scene?
He's a great actor. Both of them are. Will Smith has done well. Will Smith has done well.
Did you see him on that actors? Have you seen like the roundtable actors thing that they do sometimes?
No.
There's a weird YouTube channel. I don't know if it's on TV as well, but I know it's on YouTube. It's like a weird YouTube channel where they get, I think it's called the Roundtable, but I'm not sure. I could be getting it completely wrong.
Yeah.
Because I get mixed up with Red Table Talks as well.
Okay.
But they get actors.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get directors. And it's just a whole round table. They just talk. It's just basically like a podcast for like really high profile actors.
Okay.
And it was one of him and his motivations to be an actor, because obviously he was into music and stuff. It was his motivations behind being an actor. And man said he got this is big because someone bought it resurfaced. I think it's from a couple of years ago, but it resurfaced when obviously the Jada thing came out. It was talking about how he got cheated on when he was younger.
Okay.
And then he said, "I'm gonna be the world's." Just as like a payback thing, I'm gonna be like literally the biggest actor on planet Earth, so that I can make sure shit like this never happens to me again. I can make sure that shit like this never happens. I'm going to be the biggest thing on planet Earth.
No
so
way.
Shit like this never happens to me again. Still did. Big Will, you know? Big Will Smith.
Willard Smith. Willard
Fam?
Smith. Nah, not my boy.
If me and him were boys, me and him could never be best friends.
And that happened.
And that happened to him.
Yeah.
It would be Uncle Phil all over again. Hey, why does she want me, man? And they were like, come here, fam. You're too good for her.
You're too good for her.
Look at you.
You're Will.
Will Smith.
Who doesn't know you?
Fam, everybody knows you.
Damn.
All the guys want to be you. All the girls want to be with you, Playboy. Come on, Fresh
Playboy.
Prince.
Man,
I am legend. £7.
He's
What?
been about. Will Smith has been about. He's done it all.
Movies with Margot Robbie. What are we talking about? Independence Day.
What's that movie called? With Margot Robbie?
It's called.
Where they steal stuff.
Yeah, they're
Come on,
thieves.
it's called.
It's called
That's
like
a good movie. It's Snitch?
not Snitch.
What's it called? That's a good movie though.
I can't remember what it's called,
That's
but
annoying.
yeah, it's that movie. Hitch.
Hitch
Mr.
is
Lover
another
Hitch. Big Will Smith, you know.
Big man. It's a
Get
shame.
cheated on by little Jada. Washed up Jada. Red Table. Only relevant because of you and your picnic. Nah. Not my boy.
To be fair, she's more relevant now because of him. But obviously she was dating Tupac before him.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, she was relevant
Back
in the
in the day,
90s,
yeah.
fam. In the 90s, maybe 2000.
Yeah.
You was a little something, something. If you weren't married to Will, you'd be washed up.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be living in this yard.
She wouldn't. She did a couple movies here, there, and
Yeah,
everywhere.
little couple
Yeah.
thing there
That's
with
probably
Jamie
'cause-
Foxx fucking what's it called?
With Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx, Tom Cruise. She was like the third lead in what's that movie called? I fucking hate how bad my brain is with names. It's Collateral. Is it called Collateral? Tom Cruise has grey hair. He's a hitman.
Yes. Jamie Foxx. Yes.
Yeah.
I completely forgot she was in that movie.
Yeah,
She was
third
in,
lead, fam. She barely had any lines.
She was in that with the three other black women. It was her, Queen Latifah, someone else, and someone else.
Oh,
That was time ago though.
it's not the one with Is she the one with Tiffany Haddish in it? She's not in that one, no.
No, this that's a recent movie. I know which movie you're talking about. I think it had.
That's recent, right? That's more Queen Latifah, Tiffany Haddish.
I think like Taraji P maybe.
Yeah, the one that's in everything,
Yeah.
and
her. But
someone else.
It's not.
Oh,
that
was
movie.
she in?
It's not that movie I was talking about. It's an older movie.
Oh, is it?
Where they're like robbers or something, and they get everyone. Oh, I have to find it. I'm sorry, because when I say it, you'll be like, oh
Robbers.
yeah.
Robbers.
But I don't know. I can't remember. But I know it's old. But anyway, keep talking.
Yeah, man, she's only relevant because of my man. And her youths. Her youths are more relevant than her. And she got two Red Table podcasts, and she wants to start sucking dick.
Set it off.
I'd never seen that movie.
You've never seen it?
Fam, you got fluff. It's just constant with you.
It's because of the fresh...
I know it's because of the fresh hoodies, the garms. I know it's not your fault. It's the fresh merch, straight out of the box. Can't be helped.
Yeah, Jada, Queen Latifah, Vivica Fox, rather. Yeah.
Yeah, dead
set it off. I've seen
dead
it.
her, dead her. Yeah, man, it's just mad as well because everyone thinks he's the soppy sop as well now. Because man's out here barling. Man's got hoes, fam. Man's got hoes. He just keeps them hush hush. He knows how to play the game. That's the thing. You could never be
Willard Smith, you know.
fam. You could never secure Will Smith on a night.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, you know you're not going to ruin his household. I don't know what kind of allure he has.
Yeah.
But you're never going to do a thing with Will and initially think like, I'm going to rinse this guy for everything he's got.
Yeah.
I reckon one sit down with my man, at the end of it, you're like, what am I doing?
What am I doing?
What am I doing? I was lucky to fuck him in the first place. I don't need money.
100%. 100%. This is Will Smith we're talking about.
This is Will Smith. He keeps his shit locked down.
As soon as he jumped on Instagram, he became one of the biggest people on Instagram.
Bro, he's the godfather of Instagram. He patented Instagram.
So well.
Man said The Rock's doing what? Jumped on 2 posts, millions. Man said, hold that.
Wow.
Hold that.
He's a great guy.
He's
done a lot.
He's done a lot, fam.
He's done a lot for...
Man said it all started because he got cheated on.
I want to be the biggest actor.
I want to be the biggest actor on planet Earth, so this never has to happen to me again. Happen to him, man, again. Well, he's top Don.
But up until that point, the ex would have been vexed, cuz the one that cheated on him the first time, she would have been like, oh, this could have been me.
I could have been living it up. I could have had my own Red Table talks.
This could have been me.
This could have been me, fam.
Oh, it must be the same like Beyonce's ex as well. Do you remember? He was like a blip in her life.
I don't know.
I can't remember where I've seen it. It could have been in one documentary. I can't remember. I don't know whether he cheated on her, but they were dating or whatever. And then I think he must have cheated on her. Something happened. And obviously then she got with Jay-Z. And no one knows who he is anymore. Do you know what I mean? No one knows who he is.
No one now, fam.
He's just a nobody now.
Yeah.
Well, probably not a nobody. Probably people might know
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's one of them ones though. It's also got to be like, what kind of mentality do you have that like, I could have been the nobody that's with someone famous. Do you know what I mean? You're still not going to be anyone for yourself.
True. That's tough.
Yeah, I could have been Beyonce's man.
That's tough.
But still, I'm no one. I'm little rich, but I'm no one.
But through being Beyonce's man, he could have patted
Doors
himself
open.
aside. Yeah,
Doors are open.
galore.
Yeah.
He would have to take his surname. Her surname, right?
Oh, yeah. Whatever Knowles.
Whatever
Pussy old Knowles.
Pussy old
Nah,
Knowles.
you're not a man. You're not a man.
You'd have had to take her surname.
Fam?
Had to.
Of course, you're not a man.
He's got no choice.
It's long. But anyway, moving on.
Yeah, man.
New topic. I haven't told you what it is, have I? Oh, I've told you what it is, but I didn't tell you anymore.
Yeah.
Fam? So yeah, I got a new segment for you, man.
Gang.
So this is always fun. So we're gonna move into a little bit of a segment with conspiracy stroke fan theories. Mm-hmm. So I've got a few fan theories about shows and stuff like that, talking about basically just like slightly accurate theories that make you think, oh, right, that could be the lick, and not even could be the lick that like this is designed this way.
Yeah,
and it's just some of them are mind blowing.
Okay, I'm here for it.
So first one I've got is about Rick and Morty.
Okay, I've seen Rick and Morty like 5 times.
Yeah. So Rick and Morty one, yeah. Pre this. So obviously you've seen Rick and Morty. So you notice that sometimes Rick will break the fourth wall in terms of address the audience directly.
Yes.
So obviously that's to show that he knows he's on a TV show.
Okay.
So this is because of they've got the interdimensional cable episodes.
Yes.
Where basically when he's watching interdimensional cable, he's just watching other people live their lives.
Yes.
And they're all in different universes. Mm-hmm. And their lives are his TV show.
Yeah.
So he realizes there's a dimension out there that he's on a TV show.
Ah. That's dope. I like that.
It is.
Yeah.
Then it makes you think, is this a TV show? It is. This is a TV show. This is a TV show of us making a TV show, of someone else watching the TV show, of someone watching someone watch us.
Fuck, yeah. That's just blowing my mind a little bit.
Which would mean, potentially, if the multiverse theory is correct, there's us sitting here
Yeah.
who are making a show where someone would watch. Someone would watch us making a show.
Yeah.
Someone would watch someone watching us making a show.
Yeah.
Someone would watch someone who's watching us making a show. And on and on and on and on. And they're just sitting there. That's their YouTube. Is watching someone watching something. Gogglebox times a million.
Wow. That is... It potentially is true. Do you know what I mean? Because we don't know.
If the multiverse thing is correct, if there's infinite dimensions out there, then it has to be. It's like it's true.
I like that.
If there's infinity,
because there is.
We
can't be the only one. We can't.
No, yeah. Then that would be the case.
Oh, mad.
That's trippy, right?
That is very trippy. That is very trippy. Because I've seen Rick and Morty loads of times, and I've never really questioned why he talks to the camera.
Yeah.
I just thought he did it because he's the star of the show. Do you know what I mean? Like, he just does what he wants.
Just for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Imagine, he knows he's on a TV show.
But because I don't think he ever talks to the camera on the episodes where they do the interdimensional TV shows.
Does it always different? Like it'll just be random when he does the wubba lubba dub dub, and then he talks to the camera like, that's my new thing, wubba lubba dub dub. Or he'll always be end of season 4. Yeah. So when he does the end of season 4 stuff, and when he breaks the fourth wall, he's not even talking to us. He's talking to whoever's in the different dimension looking at him, which could be us, or could be anyone else, or could be the person that's watching us watching Rick and Morty.
That's mad.
Yeah,
that is very mad.
It is mad. It is mad. Stuff like that's crazy.
That is very mad. I like that.
Yeah, man.
Cool. I'm here for this segment. That's cool. It makes you think.
Okay, cool. So we're also going to do more Would You Rathers, guys. So obviously, if you're on the Instagram or on the Twitter or whatever, you would have noticed that we posted the other day just getting some more Would You Rathers. So all of the Would You Rathers for probably the next 10 weeks or so are all fan submitted.
Gang.
So if you don't like them, it's your own fault.
Very true.
There's your own fault. Right. So, and then what we're going to do, guys, we're going to spice it up a little bit. Obviously, we have to keep it a certain level of PG here on the
YouTube,
the YouTube and the Spotify and stuff like that. And we're going to do a slightly more heinous Would You Rather. We're going to call it Pick Your Poison. So Pick Your Poison's over on Patreon, and it's basically Would You Rather on steroids.
It basically is that.
Yeah, man.
It basically is that.
So jump on and enjoy those. But today's Would You Rather is... This one's actually interesting.
Hit me.
Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
I think I've been asked this one before. This is a popular Would You Rather.
It is.
I think off the cuff, my initial response would be when. Purely because if I picked how I'm going to die, I'll be forcing myself to avoid doing this thing. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like even if I'm inevitably going to die this way, I won't be living my life. I'll be sheltering myself from doing anything else. Just let's say, for example, I'm going to die by a brick falling on my head. I don't know when that's going to fucking happen.
Oh, that's specific. Yeah, that's a terrifying one.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
So imagine like I'm going to die by a brick falling on my head. I'm always going to be looking up.
Fair?
Everywhere I'm going to be everywhere.
You'll be there just
to the
scurrying.
At work.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean?
I can live like that.
So I'd rather know when.
Yeah,
just so
yeah.
I know it's coming. So
Fam,
I know the day, but I wouldn't know how. You know?
Yeah. But imagine that day.
Imagine the day before.
The day before. You're not sleeping for days, fam.
I know. It's a lose-lose. It is a lose-lose question. But it'd probably be...
Yeah.
Probably... The day? The day of? I'd scream. I'd be like, why? What have I done?
I'm only 42, fam.
Oh, no.
What do you mean today?
No.
My wife's due date is next week. I'm going to miss it all.
No.
Fam.
Double. You answer, then I'll double up.
It depends because it's like I really wouldn't want to know when.
You wouldn't want to know when?
Would not want to know when.
Okay.
I really would not want to know when.
Neither would I.
So initially I'd be like, I'd rather know how because I can just avoid it. And in my head, I'm comfortable. Do you know what I mean? So for example, like if someone said, oh, you're going to die by getting hit by a bus. I know if I ever see a bus, I'm shook. But like, if I'm 3 streets away from a bus, I know today ain't the day. Do you know what I mean? Or if there's a bus going this way, I can just prepare myself and be like, ain't today. But it only turns extreme if it goes to your point of you're going to die by a brick on your head. Or you're going to die by a stranger stabbing you in the street. Something that I can't
really control,
then I'm shook.
Yeah.
So yeah, it all depends. Because like if it's just like you're going to die of cancer, then I might be like,
that's natural kind of
that's
thing.
fine.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, cool. All right. Let's just bring on the cancer and just deal with it when it comes. But yeah, if it's something heinous, like you're going to die with a brick on your head or someone's going to stop you in the street and stab you, I won't be able to live my life.
You won't be able to leave your yard.
Yeah. So it's a tough one because I don't know how likely or unlikely that is. Whereas, yeah, fam, the when, I wouldn't, the year before, I wouldn't be able to handle it. I wouldn't be able to handle it. Fam, I will be breaking down. I'll be going through all the stages of grief.
I know.
I'll blame everyone. I'll blame everyone.
I know.
Why me? Anytime someone complains about anything, I'm like, big man, at least you get to live. I've got 47 days left. Your mum, shut up. At least you get to live. I feel so sorry for myself. Literally for like 3 years before.
Same. It will be weird because I think there'll probably be days where I forget about it. And then when I remember, it all comes over me again. I'm like,
100%.
Oh my God.
Fam, 100%.
Oh my God. Countdown, I'm dying
Fam,
in 4 years and 2
4
days.
days. You be banging your wife. You know the missionary lips, banging your lips. And she says, I love you. And you just cry.
Cry.
This ain't gonna last.
I love you too.
I love you. Why is this happening to me?
All right, the double down was, so you said you'll pick how you're going to die?
I'll pick how.
I said I'll pick when.
Yeah.
Double down is, if you find out, would you tell anyone?
If I find out how.
If you found out how you're going to die, would you say to someone, I know how I'm going to die, and it's X, Y, and Z? Would you tell someone, or would you keep it to yourself?
Ooh, good question. I'd have to tell someone. But I'd have to tell someone who's not, like, I'd tell someone like you, that would deal with it, but at least you're not going to be in my ear every day, like, big man, what do you mean you're going swimming? Are you fucking stupid? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I told my wife,
Yeah.
she'd just be like, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You're not going shop. Are you thick?
You're not leaving the yard.
Isn't it? You don't know you can get burnt at the stake on the way to the shop? You don't know that. Yeah, I'm not going to have someone, I'm going to tell my wife, I'm going to tell my mum, I'm not going to tell anyone who's going to be in and trying to stop me living my life.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, because you don't give a fuck about me.
Shut the fuck up.
What about you? Would you tell anyone?
I think I'd have to. I wouldn't be able to keep something like that to myself.
I wouldn't
couldn't.
be able to. That's too juicy. That gossip is too hot.
My life is gossip, you know? I'd have to, again, same like you, like, I wouldn't be able to tell someone that can interfere in my life like that. You know what I mean? So it'd probably be someone like you or someone like, I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to tell someone. I'd have to 100% tell someone because I couldn't keep that to myself. I couldn't keep that to myself.
I couldn't keep it to myself, boy.
But
that's too much.
Imagine I told you, big man, I know when I'm going to die and it's 4 years and 3 days from now. Touch wood. It's not going to happen, but yeah.
Fam? You wouldn't want to see my reaction. I'm like, what the fuck? You'd have to explain everything to me in molecular detail.
I know.
I'll be knackered by the end of it. I'm like, get to the point. I would say, tell me everything. And then 2 hours later, I'll be like, fucking hell. What are
we talking about?
We've got 2 years left, fam. Hurry up. Yeah, fam. I don't know. I'll be gobsmacked. 4 years. We need to boogie.
Fam, in this day and time as well, I wouldn't know what to do.
Would you take risks?
I think I'll take.
So if you say, for example, like you knew, like a Shinigami comes down, Ryuk comes down and just and says like, big man, this is the day, you know.
Yeah.
Would you take risks? Like, I want to test if it's actually true.
That kind of risk. Okay. So like try and kill myself beforehand?
Yeah,
kind of thing?
obviously not
try and kill
shoot
myself.
yourself in the
Yeah,
head,
yeah, I
but
know, I know.
actually think, let's fucking see.
Yes, probably yes to an extent. I would probably do stuff like, because I don't want to fucking like bungee jump and skydive, but obviously you want to skydive for your birthday. So I would probably have a lot less fear doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would give me a lot more calm and ease.
Yeah.
But in terms of actually trying to do crazy shit, maybe, I don't know. I don't think maybe not. Probably maybe not, because I wouldn't want to test my fate. Because even though it could be, this is the day you're going to die, there's no rules and regulations saying I might die before that. You know what I mean? If you're stupid, if you're lacking, you get caught slipping. You can still 86 yourself before that. I'm not.
But this is your last chance.
This is literally.
It doesn't go past here, but you can lose it early. Yeah. That makes sense.
No.
That makes sense.
But I'll do a lot more death-defying stuff.
Yeah, I'd probably take it too far. I'll be in denial. I'll be like, no one's controlling my life like that. I hate authority.
Yeah.
I hate authority. As soon as man says, you got 4 years and 56 days, I'll be like, bet. You reckon?
You think so?
You reckon?
It's like,
Aye, G. You'll find me in a red light district. No Johnnies. Oh, wither away. We'll see. We will see.
Okay, question. Question. Let's say you've picked when you're going to die as opposed to how you're going to die. And they say, for example, you're going to die on September the 20th, 2020. September the 20th, 2025. Yeah? So that's 4 years from now. The day before, obviously, you're absolutely shitting bricks. And at this point, you've told a couple people because you need to prepare them. It's unexpected. You've told a few man. You've told a few man. Obviously, me, you've told your missus, you've told your parents, you've told everyone. Yeah? The day finally comes. You mentally prepare yourself. You're crying, you're bawling, you're hugging everyone. Everyone's come to say the last goodbyes. Rare tear tear. It's a fucking sad day, bro. You sleep and you wake up the next day. What do you do?
I'm supposed to be dead.
You're supposed to be dead and you wake up on the 26th.
So, was I supposed to die on the 26th?
You were supposed to die on the 25th. You're supposed to die on the 25th.
And I wake up on the 26th.
You wake up on the 26th. And you're alive, fam.
Oh. Good question. I don't know. I will stay in my bed for hours. Because I'll be scared to move my head. Do you know what I mean?
Just in case.
I'll be lying like this for time.
I'll be like,
Just in case I'm like...
I know exactly what you mean.
I'll be sure. I don't want to sneeze. I don't want to fart. I don't want nothing to happen, fam. That would be horrible.
I'd be like, if let's say I got my missus next to me, I'd be like, babe, are you awake? I'd be like, babe, please tell me you're there because I'm not supposed to be alive right now. I'll be paranoid. I'd probably be more paranoid knowing that I'm alive.
Oh, same. Because it's all borrowed time now. They're playing games with me.
The Shinigami's playing games.
Fam, I'll lie there and say, do it. Do it if you're going to do it.
I'm ready. You
My eyes
practically.
are ready. Do it.
I'll be crying. I don't think you get it. I'll be bawling. Like, what do you mean? What's going on?
I would laugh. If I was in and you're there, just crying, I would laugh, fam. I would laugh. Oh my God.
my goodness.
Fam, fix up. That's too funny.
That is jokes. That's a good would you rather.
Jesus Christ.
That's a good would you rather.
That
Even
is
though
a
it's a
good
very
would you rather.
basic would you rather, we got into detail. I liked it. I liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed
That was nice, G.
Thank you for that.
Cool. Right. I've got one submission from a Don.
Yes, sir.
Let me get my breath back. That was funny. All right, cool. I liked this one. I've read it already, and I liked this one.
Okay.
This is a little bit of a sentimental one.
Okay.
So man
Different. I like it.
said, boys, I got a little something for you. I want to know what you think of it. So man said, so I came into uni with a girlfriend and always thought I was a relationship kind of guy. When we broke up, I dated a few girls, but just ended up getting hurt because nobody wanted a relationship while they were at uni, gang. So I decided to switch it up and try the whole life, thinking it would be easy. I said, fam, I don't know how you guys did it. At first, I could even get a few things. I couldn't. I think he said couldn't. At first, I couldn't even get a few things to chat to, but eventually I started chatting to a few girls, talking all the crud and being about it. I tried to play the game, but ended up catching feelings for one of them and ended up back at square fucking one. One of the girls even told me she knew I was new to this and called me out as a rookie.
Oh, my boy. They didn't have to do that to my boy.
You didn't have to do that to my boy. That's not cool.
It's not cool.
Would be interesting to know what your guys' view is on being in a relationship or a fuckboy kind of guy, and whether you think some men just aren't suited, or some men are just suited to one side, or whether you can mix and match.
I think off the bat, anyone can mix and match. I think it depends on the stage of life you're at, and also I feel like it also depends on your age as well. I think that's a key factor, in my opinion. He said he's at uni, right? Is that what he said?
He either was or he is now. Yeah,
he is now. Okay. So he went in with a girl and then locked off, and he wants to try the whole life, and he got told that he's a fucking novice in the game.
Yeah, you're not built for this. That's what they said. You're not built for this.
I feel like things like that toughen you up, in my opinion. Like that's never happened to me. No one's ever said that to me before, but I feel like that would be a huge learning curve for you, because once that's happened to you like you said it, I think you said it in the other episode, where once you're made out to be a bitch kind of thing, you're gonna fix up. You have to. You've got no choice now.
You've got nothing left.
You've got nothing left. You've got no choice. I've got no pockets. She took everything. It's one of them ones. Do you know what I mean? What have I got pockets for? She took everything.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Minor. Go on.
So it's one of them ones where it's gonna either make or break you.
Yeah.
And if it breaks you and you fall back into the I'm just gonna be in a relationship because it suits me kind of life.
Yeah. It's
fair enough then. Fair enough, that's your comfortable spot, but then it's not really gonna necessarily shape you as a person, in my opinion. Purely because I feel like you need to live different aspects of your life. You need to branch out and understand who you really are as a person. So yes, that my initial answer is yes, you can mix and match, and you should mix and match in terms of, yes, being in a relationship, or not necessarily being a fuck boy or fuck girl, if it's a female as well, but just live your life and be free and be single and not hold any ties or boundaries to anyone, because life is for living. Life is literally for living.
Life is for living,
and you shouldn't hold yourself back to anything or anyone, and you shouldn't act or react a certain type of way because you're worried about what other people think about you. You should just do you, because at the end of the day, like we said in the Would You Rather, you're gonna die, man. Big man, you're gonna die someday. And if you're on your deathbed thinking, oh, I wish I did this and I wish I did that, then you've not really lived your life, have you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of them ones is like a lot of the time in terms of like you have to get comfortable getting uncomfortable.
Very true.
And it's easy to tell yourself, because no one likes to just be uncomfortable all the time. You need to justify why you feel a certain way. So when you're in an uncomfortable situation, and you've got situations like where girls are like, oh, you're new to this, innit? You're not built for this. You're not built for these streets. It's easy for you to just be like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm just more of a relationship guy, because I'm not having fun right now.
Yeah.
This whole life, I'm not really having fun right now. Maybe I'm just more of a relationship guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like, maybe you are, but maybe you just haven't dived in deep enough to the point where you're comfortable now in this new thing. Because it's just like, before we started the pod, you weren't a podcast guy. You said it to my face.
Yeah.
You said what on front of camera? That's not me. I'm just not that kind of guy. That's what you said, and now you are.
Yeah.
And it's just you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's not to say that you're not a relationship guy. But you should always, like you've said, you've tried the other side. It wasn't necessarily for you at the time, but it's just, I think it's just about tweaking your perspective on it. Tweaking your perspective is it's tough to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna bend my knee to the game, and I'm just gonna be in these streets. That's a very intense mindset.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna be out here, and then you think because you caught feelings for one girl, you've lost.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you dedicate your life to the streets, and then when you divert from the code, you've lost. It's just like that's always gonna happen, fam.
Yeah.
But if you pattern a peng ting who's funny, it doesn't matter if you've bent your knee to the game. You're
You're happy.
you're sorted.
Yeah.
And that just happens. And we fumble and we pick ourselves up and we
go again.
We
We
go
move.
back. Coach puts us back in and we move again.
Pats us on the shoulder.
Fam,
Off you go.
sorry, G. Come on, pick yourself up. Dust yourself off.
Go again,
We've been there, bro. We've always got caught up.
happens.
I've been lost in the streets a couple of times. So I found myself too deep in the streets in places I didn't want to be. And I found myself fumbling for yats that I thought wanted me back.
Yeah. It happens, man.
It's life, G. But then you find your feet and you find like meaningful relationships from being in the streets.
Yeah.
And vice versa. You find street life is better for you because you're in a shit relationship.
100%.
So it's just a case of like sometimes, how do I explain it? Some people prepare for greatness and some people have greatness thrust upon them. You can experience that. Like I've had my best time in the streets off the back of negative situations of being in relationships where I'm just like, you know what? The last 3 girlfriends I've had have been fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'm actually not happy when I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
Let me lose myself in these streets.
Yeah.
That's when the streets
come to you.
The streets came to me
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
just got lost and I was swimming in it. I was swimming in it. The streets swept me up and I was just floating in the current. That was fun.
As soon as you said that, I closed my eyes and imagine, when a musician dives into a crowd and they're just picking
They're
it,
just crowd surfing and
they're
they're
crowd
just
surfing.
Yeah, fam, just loses it.
That's you in the street.
Yeah, fam, that was me in the
That's
streets.
jokes.
And then you find meaningful relationships out of there because you like, let me just go in here. And then, like you said, you catch feelings and then she catches feelings and you find yourself just
tight.
We're just here. We're here, fam. This is us now. And that was from being in the streets. That was from embracing the streets.
Exactly.
But yeah, if you think I'm gonna do it because you should do it, but I don't really want to be here, you're not gonna have fun. You're not gonna have fun at all, fam.
You're tiptoeing in the streets right now.
Yeah, if you're gonna test it, fam, you have to balls deep.
You have to balls deep. You have to be in the deep end. Like,
Teabag the streets, fam, and they'll pay you.
they'll pay you in
Yeah,
lump sum.
yeah.
In lump sum. And I feel like, obviously, because you said this is uni time thing, so I'm assuming you're pretty young. You'll probably be in the streets more times than you think. You've got a long life to live, my G.
Yeah.
So yes, you've experienced it now, and you say it's not really been for you, and you feel like you've fumbled the streets because you've caught feelings for another thing whilst you're in the streets. Big man, this is going to happen 2, 3, 4, 5 more times.
This is rookie stages, G. This is
this
warm up.
early stages. This is literally the warm up. You still got 90 minutes to play. This is
Yeah.
literally the warm-up.
You're gonna go through this stage, and then you're gonna have things that are catching feelings for you that you don't give a fuck about.
Exactly.
And then you're just gonna be in a nice neutral ground for a while, and you think this is it, and then you're gonna fall in love again, and then someone's gonna fall in love with you. It's just a mix and thing,
match, man.
but
this
just
is what the streets are, and this is what life is.
yeah.
So don't feel bad. Don't feel like, I'm a relationship kind of guy, or I'm not really the streets kind of guy. And take what she said about, you're really new to the streets kind of thing. Take that and just run with it.
Yeah,
just
G.
take it as a positive and swing it, man. Don't.
My girl said
don't
you're a
feel bad.
rookie.
You're a rookie in the streets.
What happened for her to say this?
I know.
What went wrong?
Yeah, that's what we need to know. That's what you should have put it in as well.
Fam,
I want to know what
went wrong.
That's what could have possibly gone wrong.
For her to say, you're new to this, big boy. You want my what? My number.
I don't know. Maybe.
Man wanted to sleep over or something.
So I was thinking he smashed.
Man bought a toothbrush.
He smashed. Wanted to sleep over. I was thinking, big man, what do you think this is, cuz?
Fam, get out.
Get out. We're
Get your
done.
shit and go. What
We're
do
done.
we both nutted.
We're done.
It's done. What
It would
is there
have
more to-
taken him back. Be like, what?
What?
Is this what women want?
Fam, that's when you realize how savage women can be, it's terrifying.
It is actually terrifying. It's absolutely
It's terrifying. I've had times before where like I've slept with a girl, regardless of a one night stand or whatever, and then I'm just there afterwards and I'm just like, so like, how was your day? And she's like, what? Big man, I'm not. It's 2 a.m. Get out. Well, I'm not having this conversation. Talk to me tomorrow. Go. Just go. Fam?
It's peak.
I feel like I just need my purse and just. All right. Bitch. Shit. Yeah,
hilarious.
sometimes it can be scary when you feel like you're getting bitched out of a situation.
Yeah.
That's enough to make me feel like, bro, I don't think these streets are for me.
familiar.
I mean,
Especially if that's your first experience.
Fam? That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot to swallow.
Yeah, that
and
is
you're
a-
like, fucking hell, man. Is this what it is? I'm just meat to these lot. They didn't even want to talk to man. Some man enjoy that, and some man are just like, whoa.
Oh, yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
too much.
Early days, it's too much. When
Yeah,
you're
100%.
when you're about 6 months in, and that happens, you're gassed.
Gassed.
You're thinking, use me,
This
me.
This is what I'm here
I'm
for.
tired of these excuses. Use me. This is what I came for.
I just want to nut and dip.
Fam,
and if you're on that vibe as well, spud me.
Yeah, fam.
Because this is life.
But if that happens your first rodeo, oh my God.
That will cut you.
Oh, fam.
Especially coming off a failed relationship.
Fam,
that will cut you.
You have to go home to the homies. And they're like, what you doing there?
I thought you took your wash bag.
Yeah.
You took his wash bag.
Wash bag, take everything. Towel.
A man's back already. What, go on?
Fam.
Was she not in?
She not in. What going? She's nah, we beat and she just told me to leave.
Told me to leave, cuz.
Nah. That was that time when this is actually when I was early in the game, actually.
Okay.
Do you remember the time where I was smashing, you know who it is, smashing, she nutted. Just stop, man.
You need to give me more.
Ting. Banging ting back in uni. Banging ting back in uni. Went to hers. Smashed. During the act, she got hers.
Yeah.
Put her hand on my chest.
Yeah.
She didn't even say stop. She just put her hand on my chest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Didn't even let man finish.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was just there, like, putting my jeans on her. She just rolled over. And I was just like,
Rah.
is that it?
They're literally out here for themselves.
Fam.
If they're in the streets, they're out there for
She
themselves.
got the clarity. No, I was just like, why? She's thinking, why would I wait for you to finish?
I'm done.
I'm literally done. Go.
That is literally posting that clarity. Fam.
That's when I felt what my man was feeling. I was thinking, Jesus
The
Christ.
streets are tough.
Fam.
Fuck.
Is this what it's about? I'm not even allowed to finish.
She was banging.
She was banging. She was banging. She was banging. She was banging.
She was banging. You never fucked her again, did you? Or you fucked her once?
No. She hollered me again after that. Which I wish I reacted to. I told you, she hollered me again after that, but we were on our way to the gym.
Yeah.
And I had my pre-workout and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I ain't skipping this.
Yeah.
I ain't skipping this. We're about to go hard.
Yeah.
Monday chest day.
Yeah, I remember.
I went skipping. Back then, I went skipping that for nothing.
Yeah, I remember.
Pre-workout set in, feeling good. Future Fitness, Coventry. Nah, fam. The golden era.
That was a good gym. That was a great gym.
Top 3.
Wow, that was a great gym.
It was a sick gym, bro. So yeah, I wasn't missing that for nothing. And then I don't think we spoke again after that.
Damn.
After I didn't come through that time, she definitely got next man around.
Damn.
Definitely.
She's a specimen.
Indeed. But yeah, man.
Man, hopefully that helped you.
Broski, yeah. Sorry, man. It's just one of them.
It is one of them. You'll bounce back.
You'll bounce back. And if, like I said, like, you're young. So even if you think you are a relationship guy, if you want to have another relationship, bro, go for it. Just don't search. I think the best thing in life is don't search. It's such a corny saying in terms of like, oh, you can't love anyone until you learn to love yourself. But I am a firm believer of spending a lot of time by yourself is the most therapeutic thing you can
without
do.
a shadow of a doubt.
Fam, when you ain't hunting for a girlfriend or you're not desperately trying to avoid a girlfriend and you're just in that middle ground and you're just doing what you do, just wake up every day, focus on yourself. Just do shit
learning
that
more about yourself.
Fam, learning more about yourself and just do shit that you like to do.
Yeah.
Fam,
It's a good
it's
feeling.
therapy.
Yeah, it
so
is.
that's when you find the ting, either the perfect fuck buddy or whatever, or the perfect missus or anything. They just line up that when your eye is off the game, you're in the streets, but you're just walking, fam. You're just passing through.
You're passing through and everyone's just staring at you.
Yeah,
like,
you don't
"Who is
live
this
here,
brother?
G. You're just passing through. They're thinking, this guy, what's he doing?
What's he doing here?
He does what he wants.
He does what, exactly.
He's here for him.
Damn, yeah, man.
That's when you'll have the best time.
You'll learn that soon enough, G. It's not necessarily as good that you took this L so soon in the game, but you won't get a worse L than this, I don't think, because this will, like I said, this will develop you.
Yeah,
and this will make you stronger. So like what's his name? Big Sean said, last night I took an L, but tonight I bounced back. G, you have to bounce back. You're gonna
haven't got a choice.
You've got no choice. You have to bounce back.
Yeah, you can't let the game crumble you, fam.
can't, fam.
It will take you for everything you got.
Everything you have.
Don't
the
let
game
it.
doesn't respect anyone.
Oh, fam.
It doesn't respect
There's
anyone.
no favourites in the game.
There
fam.
aren't.
You have to bounce back, please. Please.
For us, man. For the squad,
Please,
we
fam.
have to
Check in
bounce
a
back.
couple months. Drop us a message and just say, fellas, thank you.
Thank you, I bounced
back. God, these men were trying to rob me blind. I was struggling, fam. I'm not going to lie. I was hungry. They took
nonsense.
everything.
With the purse. That's so funny.
Bro, used and abused.
But
It's
no,
tough
trust
out
me,
here.
it is tough. It happens, and it will happen more than once, G. So it's just life. It's just life. But yeah, man. It
is. It is. Just before we wrap up,
Yeah.
I've got I don't think I can do crime dramas anymore or crime docs anymore.
I love crime documentaries.
Oh, I know.
I love crime documentaries.
Fam, I know. I've watched a few. The last few, there's one fan messaged me the other day about one that I was gonna watch.
Okay.
Anyway, I need to watch it. It's about the what's it called? It's called like Scene of the Crime or something like that on Netflix.
I've seen
about
the trailer.
Cecil Hotel.
I've seen the trailer, but I've not seen it. I want to watch it. I've seen the trailer.
Fam?
I've seen it.
I've seen the trailer. I already know the story about. There's a lot more in the doc that I don't know about, but like I know the main crux. I can tell you this because this is before I found this information out about this hotel before this documentary was ever made. But basically, there's a hotel in LA called the Cecil Hotel. This is in the documentary. There's a woman who they got her on camera in the elevator, shook, and she's just like looking out the thing. You can't see anyone, but the doors won't close. The doors will not close, fam. And she keeps peeking out like that. And she shook, fam. And then I think that eventually the doors close and she's there like, fam. So she's gone. She goes missing. No one can find her. Fam, I don't know how long it was. It may be a few days or a few weeks because I don't know that much about the story, but I know they found her in the water tank. The water tank to the hotel they found her in because the people in the hotel was drinking the water and they were like, it's do you know what I mean? It's a bit tangy. There's something going in the water. It smells a bit and it's a bit tangy.
Oh my. So
the plumbers was like, all right. So they couldn't figure it out, so they had to check the water tank. Fam, you can't open this water tank. You can't open it without heavy machinery to get in there. It's sealed off. The whole thing's sealed off. You can't get in.
Oh
and they found her corpse in there.
Oh my.
It's a complete and utter mystery. No one knows how she got in there. All they know is that she was shook in the thing. And then a few days later, a couple of men were like, and she's floating in the thing that no one could. You had to bust the thing open.
No way.
And the police said, and everyone said, fam, there's no way possible a human being could open that and seal it back up. It's impossible. No one could have opened her, chucked her in there, and sealed it back up. It's impossible. Can't be done.
Paranormal, isn't it?
Paranormal. And when you dig into the history of the hotel, it turns out loads of creepy people happened to lodge at this hotel. Like loads of weird shit is connected to the hotel. Have you seen the Night Stalker?
Is that
on Netflix as well?
Netflix? No, I don't think so.
Oh my God. Fam, I watched it the other day.
I think I've seen
it's
the
like
trailer.
a 3-4 parter.
I think I've seen the trailer.
Oh my God. It's about a Don who, in LA in the 70s, 80s.
I've definitely seen the trailer.
Was just killing people. But he got away with it for so long because there was no rhyme or reason there was no patterns, fam. He would just kill people. And when I say fam, he is the first person in criminal history who would do the whole shebang. He was a murderer, he was a rapist, and he was a pedophile.
Oh, wow.
Fam, serial rapist, serial murderer, serial pedophile.
Oh, wow.
He would just pick and do it. So he was just roaming around LA and killing people. He went into a I'll try not to spoil the whole thing, but there's so much I can't spoil the whole thing.
Yeah.
Fam, he walks into a fucking cafe, sees one yacht, and she sees like a cap. So he was in there, he left, and he left his cap on the table.
Okay.
And she's cleaning the table, she sees it's an AC/DC cap. She picks it up, she's just like, oh, okay. And then my man walks in, doesn't say nothing, and he's got fucked up teeth. He's got like meth head teeth. Fucked up teeth, and he walks in there, doesn't say nothing, stares at her, and just takes the hat and puts it on and smiles at her. She's like, cool. Fam, he walks out. Her shift ends. She drives home. This is LA, by the way. Big fucking city. She's driving home. As she's driving, fam, one car zooms past her, slows down, just so they meet eye level. She looks. Fam, my man's staring at her, smiling. AC/DC hat. Side by side. Fam, haha.
I would peel the fuck off.
Fam?
I would peel off.
She was fucking terrified. She's thinking, what are the... nowhere in her head she's thinking, he stayed and waited for me.
Yeah.
She's thinking, what are the fucking odds that this is the same Don? She's not thinking he's followed me. Big man. She drives home. Actually, no, that's it. He peels off.
Okay.
So they make eye contact. He smiles. He peels off. She gets home. My man's car's at her yard, fam. We don't know how. We don't know how.
How does he know these things,
Fam? He could have been following her for days.
He must have been.
In the shadows. She gets home. Blood. All his car's there. The garage is open. Blood everywhere. Blood everywhere. So
She's at nighttime.
This is at nighttime.
Okay.
So she what happened? She walks in to a yard. Her housemate's dead.
Did she see the blood before she walked in?
Yeah. She saw the blood on the concrete.
She walked in.
Open the thing. My man comes out. No. What is it? I don't think she did go in. I don't think. Sorry, I'm messing it up. She pulls up, sees my man's car, blood on the floor. She's like, "What the fuck?" As she's got out of her car, my man's come out
Of the yard.
From her hands are here. She says, "Stop." Man's pointing the gun at her. She's like, nah, fam. Bang. Shoots her. Drops her. He goes back in the yard.
To finish off.
To finish off whatever the fuck he was doing in there. Turns out she had her keys in her hand. So when she's here, the bullet had ricocheted off the keys. Luckiest thing of all time. She darts round the back of the house thinking she hears a gunshot. So my man's finished what he's going to do. She hears a gunshot. She darts back round the back of the house. Instead of fucking off, she darts round the back of the house thinking he's going to come out the back of the garage. So she runs round to the front door. As she gets to the front door, my man comes out the front door. He isn't running anywhere, fam. He's here. He walks out the front door, bumps into her again, thinking, rah, slow down, I thought I killed you. Fam, she says, please, you already shot me once. Don't shoot me again. Man says, calm. Walks off. Doesn't run, doesn't attack her, doesn't hide his face, walks off. He doesn't give a fuck.
I would live in fear for the rest of my life.
Oh, fam, LA was locked down. No one was leaving yards because he was doing this for weeks, months, just picking people. Fam, looked inside he was just walking past a yard, saw like a child's bedroom, looked inside the bedroom, saw a little girl sitting there, 6-year-old girl, just took her. Climbed in the bedroom window, picked her up. She's waking up, and he was a Latino guy, and she was a Latina girl. So she was like so delirious, bless her, little 6-year-old, so delirious that she looked up, saw a Latino guy, and assumed it was an uncle or something. Took her out the window. Only once she got in the car and she's driving down the road is she thinking,
Oh, go on.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where am I? She's scared now, fam. Six. Takes her to this dodgy area. And literally says, do not say a fucking word. Takes her in the yard. Molests her for like 3 days. 6.
Damn, man.
Fam?
That's...
Then gets her back in the car. Drives her to a bus stop or some shit. And just lets her out. He's like, cool.
I need to watch this.
Didn't kill her. Fam?
I need to watch this. That's crazy.
His patterns didn't make sense. He's killing some people, letting some people live, shooting them, not shooting them again, raping little girls, dropping them back home. He rapes 90-year-old women. He kills husbands and wives. He kills anyone, fam. He just busts in your yard in the middle of the night and kills you. He doesn't give a single fuck.
Oh my God.
The whole thing is mad. And sorry, to tie it all up, the whole time he was doing it, he was staying at the Cecil Hotel. Apparently, he used to rock up there ass naked. And because his hotel's so fucked, people wouldn't even pay attention that he'd come there ass naked. He'd fucking kill someone, take all his garms off, put him in a random trash can or burn him, and just go back to the hotel naked. And they'd be like, fucking, here's Josh again. Naked Josh. And they'd be like, you're right. And he's like, oh, you're right. And they just go, and they're thinking he's just a fucking crazy guy who comes here naked. This is the Cecil Hotel. Like, shit happens.
Damn.
Fam? Nuts.
But
When I saw that, I was thinking, thank God I live in an apartment. Thank God I live in an apartment. Because I couldn't handle that.
That's not happening.
I could not handle that. If I was in a yard watching that in the middle of the night and I'm supposed to just go to bed. Nah. Fam, I'd be shaking at night. If I heard a little nah.
Scurry.
Nah.
A little branch twig break.
Bro, it's long. It's long.
That's terrifying. That's terrifying.
It's mad. But the way they caught him was decent. Like the clues and stuff that I'm not gonna spoil it. The clues they had to put together, these detectives went through it. And it actually gives you, do you know when you have situations where like police will give out certain information or people are trying to help with a case and police have to tell you stop fucking doing anything. And people are like, what's your fucking problem? We're just trying to help. This is the documentary really leads into examples of where people have tried to do stuff and fucked everything up. And then the police have to start again from scratch when they were like this close to catching him. Mad.
Bet. I'm gonna
watch it, G. It's good. It's good. But yeah, anyway, guys, watch The Night Stalker, watch Scene of the Crime, I think that's what it's called on Netflix. I'm going to watch it starting probably tonight. And thank you for tuning in this week. We love you.
We do, man. As per usual, like, comment, subscribe, leave a review, leave a comment.
Jump on the Patreon.
And
have a good week.
Man. Yeah, man. Love.